see any difference? Ray tracing, apparently. No way. Let's see. I think it's more glistening. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Marble is glistening with ray tracing. Is it better? Do you reckon it's better? HD looks too HD, and it's hyper real. Maybe.
Do you find yourself taking certain ways to class based on the portrait class? I do. Some are much better conversationalists than others.
I really find when you walk past a window and the sunlight comes through, I always thought that's really cool. Alright, where is the meat? Oh, did you notice this here before, honey? Look at that. Was that there before? I didn't notice this before. It's a 3D map of the stars. It is glistening. Oh! I was just in the room of requirement. I should have just left the door. I flew to the wrong part of the tower. Whoa, I don't think I've been up here before. Staircase. Oh, I'm probably going to, you know where I'm going? The stargazing tower. I mean, it's the one that gave us a telescope, didn't he? Yeah.
I was distracted by
Astronomy tower. Getting dizzy, go around in circles.
Hello
There's
there.
There's a bit.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me. Being self-taught and all.
Yeah, that doesn't give me any confidence.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Right. It's all gobbledygook. Indeed. Gobbledygook. Alright, where is this place? 1,900 clicks away. Okay, let's go to this. Let's go to this part of Hogwarts. Go to the clock tower. Start off the clock tower this time. So, broom or hippogriff, honey? Oh, yeah, you can decide. You don't care. Oh, you pick. 1,719 clicks away. Hippogriff until I get what other one? The other one doesn't fly. I don't know, man. It's like a horse or something. I don't know what the gruff one does. Alright. Hippogriff. Hippogriff? Do we need anything before we head off? I think I did already. Unloaded all my gear. Yes. Alright, let's go, Highwing.
Away, Highwing! Away!
Oh, that's the area that you unlocked for me. Yeah, a really big part of the map. South of Hogwarts. Is that a hippogriff there? What's another hippogriff? Let's follow the river. This height. A bit different to flying a TIE fighter. Controls are the same. Controls are the same. That's like, I've changed it to any flight simulation. You pull the stick to go up. It's the same as a real plane. Oh, you've been here before, there's a melon trial there.
Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrok with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrok. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrok's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrok sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrok recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrok care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrok was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language.
Oh dear.
I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrok knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrok. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Okay, let's go invisible.
don't wish to be seen, do we?
No. Should change that spell set. Something more useful. Expelloramus, perhaps. Don't have Expelloramus yet.
Revelio. Revelio.
Honey, you've looted all here already, haven't you?
The door is looking at us.
Been around here before, haven't you?
Revelio.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio. Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Fringo.
Confringo! Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
What does that do?
Accio!
Okay, it's bringing me rocks.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, shoot bag. Okay.
Revelio.
Oh, static might, static tight, honey. Virtual calcium. Whoa.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
We'll need to get across this gap somehow.
It is more elaborate. It's a goblin mine.
We'll need to get across this gap somehow.
I don't know. Seems like in really good condition.
Accio!
Such arrogance.
Lumos.
Clever.
Revelio. Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Revelio.
Oh, this day has gone on too long.
Revelio.
Matter of time till Ranrok sets things right.
Furious Totalis.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
Let us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. We're being watched by a door.
I'll be quiet.
Accio. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio. Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
You have a mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Revelio.
What is that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
Revelio. Revelio.
It won't be long now before we find another. Enjoy suffering, do ya?
Was meant for me? Not quite. You can't stop us. Much too slow.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio. Confringo.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Also. Accio. Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Building something big. Okay.
Confringo.
Gonna go that way. I need to go in there by the looks of it.
Revelio. Yes, of course. Revelio. Revelio. Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Oh man, it's quite a few. Quite a few goblins there.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Revelio. Harvest Totalis. Revelio. Revelio.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me.
Revelio.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Yes, Totalis.
You look so nice. Let's get it.
Descendo!
There.
Protego.
Is that it? I won't rest. Almost. Pressed. Better.
I feel as though
Your spells glance off of me. Pity. Not quite. This me.
release me! On the other side!
This is almost too easy.
You don't believe you...
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
Woo! That was fun.
Revelio.
Oh, could have walked up there and got the higher ground.
Revelio. Revelio.
This might be it.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Right, let's get out of here. Betcha before I can get out, there's gonna be a whole bunch of goblins.
Confringo. Revelio.
comes my ride. Let's get out of here.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Yeah, we'll be alright, Amit.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, honey, you're a lot more horror. A lot more horror.
Aloha Mora.
Aloha Mora has come into use.
Revelio.
A stuffed toy dragon. Here we go.
Revelio. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Which has got a bunch of goblins. That wasn't too bad. Who's that? That's not... What's his name? Oh, well that's a man. He must be pooping his pants.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
Sure.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It
You
was.
know what I just said?
It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead, she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrok's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrok was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrok, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrok never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrok learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrok knows. Watch for my owl.